You're watching MMA Oddsbreaker. Of course, I'm Frank Trigg. That is the Mexicutioner, Joey Beltran. Got a little excited there for a minute. You're stepping in to face Rampage instead of Tito.
Yeah.
As soon as you heard that Tito was out, it came out like maybe when I saw it at least. It might have been a little bit faster than that, but I saw like 20 minutes, 30 minutes later, you're already calling out Rampage like, "Hey, I want to fight. Let me know." How did that phone call go? Your manager Manny, how did he get a hold of Bellator to make this whole thing happen? How long was it before you going, "Hey, I want to fight," to actually being signed and you ready to go?
Well, the thing is, after me being cut by the UFC and released, we were already in negotiations with Bellator, and they were going good, and But the thing is, they weren't going to use me till next season, so not until February. And I said, that's fine. That's only 4 months. And I was even thinking about doing a boxing match before then, just because it's something I've always wanted to do. So, I was in the gym, getting busy. We're talking back and forth with Bellator, and then I saw the Tito. As soon as everyone else in the public saw it, a Friday morning or whatever, Tito pulled out. I called my manager, and I was like, "Hey, man, I'll fight Rampage tomorrow. Let's go." And he kind of like laughed. He's like, "All right, I'll put it in their ear," because my manager, I kind of had the inside lane on everybody because my manager is also the Spanish commentator for Bellator.
Yeah.
So he put it in their ear, and I actually didn't think he was going to take it. He had a choice between me and a couple other guys, and he chose me, so I'm stoked.
Well,
that tells me right there. That tells me right there he thinks I'm the easy win. So
well, not only that, but
find out.
I don't know if he's saying easy win, but stylistically, the way that he wants to fight, you match up. He doesn't want a wrestler taking him down and making him tired. He wants a guy to stand in front of him and swing and make an exciting fight from a boxing standpoint, and then hopefully he'll knock you out before you knock him out. That's like his mindset now when it comes to fighting. He doesn't want to fight wrestlers. He really didn't want to fight Tito because Tito's going to get hit one time and then be like, "Oh, I'm in trouble with Rampage on my feet. Let me take him down and then hold him down and beat him up that way." And Rampage just doesn't like those fights. Excuse me. You are the perfect matchup for him for the way that he likes to fight. Not necessarily an easy matchup for him, but the way that he likes to fight, you match it. Do you think he was actually training for this Tito fight? Do you actually think he came in shape and he was ready to go? Do you think he was kind of calling it in?
I don't know. I mean, I'm preparing for the guy that powerbombed Ricardo Arona through the ring and Pride, and preparing for that guy to show up to beat my ass too. So, that's how I'm lighting the fire under myself, and whoever shows up, I don't really care. That's who I'm preparing for, and I'm coming out fighting for my life, fighting for the biggest opportunity of my career. If I win, the door's wide open with Bellator. They're nipping at UFC's heels as far as the second biggest organization. And like I said, if I go out there and perform, do well, and beat them, knock them out, something crazy like that, then I can be their guy. That's what I'm going for, man.
And from what I've been talking to a couple different guys about you, training partners, what have you, and they said that you're taking this serious, like really serious. It's you've had a little downslide in your last couple of fights, but you're serious. You're in the gym every day. You're trying to get better. You're trying to work at it, and you have the perfect opportunity. What's the media been like coming at you since you signed this deal, and what's it been like having to deal with the extra media stress that Rampage always gets with all of his fights?
Well, I mean, luckily. My other manager / coach, Eric Del Fiero, he's been funneling all the, I'm not doing interviews with, not disrespecting anybody, but people doing podcasts out of their mom's basements and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Trying to keep it, I'm still doing as much as I can, but, trying to keep it so I can still train and do what I got to do.
It's tough trying to figure out, you don't want to upset anybody and go, "Look, I'm sorry, I just can't do yours." It's just because the 15 minutes you got to spend on there for the 12 people to listen to it doesn't really make any sense. It is a difficult task, especially now, because it is all about getting your name and and being an entertainer. So you have to do the media to be an entertainer, but then also still make it worth your while that you're not missing any training any practices or anything, any rest time, any meals for these mom basement podcasts. I totally understand that. it's I had to do it too when I was competing, and it was very upsetting to a lot of guys, and they still won't talk to me because I blew them off a couple times. But that's just how it goes. I got to do what's good for me, and to be honest with you, I end up losing anyway, so it really didn't make a difference. So who cares, What do you think? Rampage obviously is on a downslide. He's obviously on the back end of his career. Do you think he's more dangerous or less dangerous now because he's going to come out there trying to swing for the fences and he's going to hit you with everything he has on every single punch?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's the thing is that they always say about boxers, the last thing that goes is the power. So I mean, we always have to take that into account. I just gotta. But if you've seen me fight, I know you have, that I can take a shot. So I'm not gonna stand there and let him hit me repeatedly. But I'm not afraid. I know he doesn't hit harder than Pat Barry. He doesn't hit harder than Mitrione and Stipe Miocic, and those are big heavyweights. That I've gone to war with. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna stand there and say, "All right, Rampage, hit me."
Right.
But I'm not terrified. Oh, Rampage is gonna be the one. He's gonna send me through the cage.
Yeah. All right, Joey. Thanks for coming on MMA Oddsbreaker. It's gonna be a fun matchup with you and Rampage. I can't wait to see that on November 15th on Spike TV. Have a good rest of the day. We'll talk to you soon, bud.
All right, man. Thank you, bro.